First of all, we want to make a magic ring. To make a magic ring, hold on to your yarn, wrap it around your 2 fingers, insert your hook under and grab the second loop that we have here, pull it through and twist it up, and grab here from under and make a chain. Here we have a magic ring. Now for the first round, we need 12 single crochets into the magic ring. But before working single crochets, look at your magic ring. Here we've got a loop and a tail beside it. And for single crochets, we're going to insert our hook into the magic ring. Here we should have our loop on our hook and the tail. So make sure that you're having this tail on your hook. Then yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over again and pull it through the both loops. It's called a single crochet and we want to repeat it 11 more times. So insert your hook into the magic ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over again and pull it through the both loops. Alright, so here is the last single crochet. As you can see, again we have a tail here and we are just going to close the magic ring up by pulling this tail. Here to connect the stitches together, we should work a slip stitch. So insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop. We have 2 loops here and all we need to do is pulling the first loop through the second one. This is the end of the first row. For the second row, we are going to start with a single crochet. So insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over again and pull it through the both loops. Here I want to mark the stitch to don't lose where I started. And in the next stitch, I'm going to work an increase. 2 single crochets in 1 stitch is called an increase. So in this stitch that we have here, insert your hook into it and work a single crochet and another single crochet into the same stitch. Now we worked an increase. From here, we are going to repeat the same thing. 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochets in each stitch. That is called an increase, as I said, and we repeat the same pattern all the way around. So in the next stitch, I'm working a single crochet and an increase into the next stitch. Again, 1 single crochet, an increase, 1 single crochet, an increase. I'm at the end of the second row, so I remove my bobby pin. And for the third row, I work 2 single crochets and then increase for 6 times. So in the next stitch, I'm working a single crochet and mark it, and then a single crochet into the next stitch and then increase into the next stitch. Again, repeat it, 2 single crochets, 1 in each stitch, and then increase, 2 in same stitch. And repeat it all the way around. This is the end of the third row. For the fourth row, we are going for 3 single crochets and then increase for 6 times. In each row, we add 1 single crochet to our pattern. Like in the second row, we've got 1 single crochet and an increase. In the third one, we had 2 single crochets and then increase. We just add 1 single crochet. For this row, single crochets are 3. For 5th round is 4. For 6th round is 5 and more. So let's go for our first single crochet and mark it. And we have 2 more single crochets. So we work that. Here is the increase. And again, 3 single crochets. And then increase. So here for the 5th row, as I mentioned, we go for 4 single crochets and then increase for 6 times. Oh, here I have this hole, I shouldn't, so I pull it and it's closed up now, it's okay. Now for the 6th row, we go for 5 single crochets and then increase for 6 times. For round 7, I go for 6 single crochets and then increase for 6 times. Here I'm at the end of 7th row and I think it's enough for me. You can add more rows to make it bigger, or if you want it to be smaller, you need to crochet less rows. It's up to you. Now I want to go for single crochets around to bring it up like this. This step is super easy. We just need to work single crochets all the way around. So work your first single crochet and mark it. And we're about to working single crochets around, 1 in each stitch. So in the second stitch, I worked a single crochet, and into the next stitch, 1 single crochet, into the next stitch, 1 single crochet, and just keep it up. And just work single crochets around, 1 in each stitch, till you get to your bobby pin or your stitch marker. I reach to my bobby pin, so I go for the next round. The pattern for all the round is the same. Guys, I could do it camera off. The pattern is the same, 48 single crochets in each row, if your round is like me. I go to work 30 rounds and I come back here. I'm almost done. I think this is enough for me, so I stop here. We need another one of it, but shorter. So first make a circle in the same size of the first one. I made it, and now we want to go for single crochets to bring it up like what we did just now, but with less rows. So here I stop. Before cutting the yarn, make sure that you're leaving a long tail. So here I'm going to work rounds of single crochets. We worked 30 rounds for the first one, and the second one needs to be so shorter. So I'm going for 10 or 11 rounds for this one. You can customize it yourself by working less or more rounds. So I'm working my first single crochet and mark the stitch as normal and keep going. For the 8 single crochets, 1 in each stitch. I'm at the end of the first row. Guys, pay attention, the both parts have to be in the same size. Like whatever you did for the first part, do it for the second one too. The only difference between them is that the second part has less rounds. So just do exactly the same thing. I'm gonna do it camera off and I come back here soon. Okay, here is my 11 rounds of single crochets. Then let's go for the flowers. Bring your needle and the yarn that you want to make your flowers with. Bring your needle from inside to out in wherever you want. Now from here, count 2 stitches, 1, 2, and then insert your needle into that stitch. Repeat it 3 or 4 times. And then bring your needle out from inside. Go for another petal, inward, and then again repeat it several times, like we just did. Again, back to the center. And then for each petal, repeat the same pattern. Same pattern in different stitches. To finish it, I back to inside. And here I tie a knot. And then cut it. This is our flower. For middle of the flower, to make it more beautiful, I use my yellow yarn. I cut just a little bit of my yellow yarn and make it more round. And then I glue it to middle of the flower. So I'm going to glue it and I come back here. This is what it looks like so far. I love it. And now you're going to work some flowers in anywhere you want on this and the head, and then we both come back here. We're almost done. Ta-da! I'm done with the flowers. Here I'm going to work 6 single crochets, 1 in each stitch. This is our 6 single crochets. Now chain 1, turn your work. We want to work 6 single crochets back. Chain 1 again, turn your work, and again 6 single crochets. I think it's enough. I'm just going to repeat the same pattern for the head too. 6 single crochets, 6 single crochets back. And repeat the same process. Okay, I think it's enough too. I'm just trying to hide these tails. Bring the main color that you crocheted with and your needle. We want to sew them together like this. Bring the zipper and glue it like this, and then open it and glue it to the head. You can sew it or glue it. I choose to glue it, so I'm going to do it and I come back here. And ta-da! It's done. I love it. This is so cute. It's a good choice for your hooks, for your pencils and pens, for school or college and university, anywhere you want to use. This is so cute. I love it. Guys, if the video was useful for you, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more tutorial videos. Bye!